Let alpha comma, take one problem. Let alpha comma beta be roots of x square minus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. If an equal to alpha power n plus beta to the power n. Let us say an suffix equal to alpha to the power n plus beta to the power n, where n is greater than or equal to 1. Then the value of A10 minus 3A8 divided by A9 equal to dash. Okay. This type of problem is given in previous IIT also. Look at them. Alpha, beta are roots given. Okay. What he is asking, first have a look. An is given as alpha to the power n plus beta to the power n. This means A1 means put n equal to 1. A1 means alpha to the power 1 plus beta to the power 1. A2 means alpha to the power 2 plus beta to the power 2. Like that, if you substitute n, roots will be raised to the power. So like that, what he is asking is A10 minus 3, 8. A10 means alpha to the power 10 plus beta to the power 10. A8 means alpha to the power 8 plus beta to the power 8. A9 means alpha to the power 9 plus beta to the power 9. Okay, our first step will be writing the relation between the roots. So writing the relation between the roots, alpha plus beta is nothing but minus b by a. That means 5. First step is writing the relation between the roots. Minus 3. Minus 3. Now what he is asking, have a look at. For these type of problems, so what he is asking is alpha to the power 10 plus beta to the power 10. Minus 3 into, I will adjust them, please. Starting lo konచెం focus problem ఉంటుంది. Right. So what he is asking is alpha to the power 10 plus beta to the power 10 minus 3 into alpha to the power 8 plus beta to the power 8 divided by alpha to the power 9 plus beta to the power 9. Look at So calculating to the power 10 is very difficult because till cube, alpha cube plus beta cube we can calculate. But to the power 10 means directly calculating it is not possible. You know. So look at, whenever these type of higher powers are given, as alpha is a root, look at, as alpha is a root, alpha square minus 5 alpha minus 3 equal to 0. One equation will be there. Beta is a root, another equation will be there. You have to make use of this. Without finding those actual values, you have to find out. So these two equations will come. Okay. So you have to make use of these two equations. Directly calculating is not possible. Now look at these two I am clubbing. Alpha terms I am clubbing in the numerator. This plus beta terms I am clubbing. Like this. Divided by, this is same. Like this. So this is nothing but, here I can take alpha to the power 8 common. Alpha to the power 8 common. So you will get alpha square minus 3 plus beta to the power 8 common. You will get beta square minus 3 divided by alpha to the power 9 plus beta to the power 9. Okay, now look at alpha square minus 3 from here. Alpha square minus 3 from this equation is nothing but 5 alpha. Beta square minus 3 from this equation is nothing but 5 beta. So therefore, this can be written as alpha to the power 8 into 5 alpha plus beta to the power 8 into 5 beta divided by alpha to the power 9 plus beta to the power 9. So this comes out to be, if you take 5 common, alpha to the power 9 plus beta to the power 9 divided by alpha to the power 9 plus beta to the power 9. So this value is what? 5. Like that, integer answer is given in IIT. 2 times this model is given, this type of model. Look at, I will explain once again. So first relation between the roots, and then what he is asking, A10. A10 means just substitute here. Roots raised to the power 10. This is sum. Minus 3 into A8. This you have to calculate. Directly calculating this one is not possible to the powers. So that's why what I have done is clubbed alphas and betas. From these two, I have taken alpha to the power 8 common. I got alpha square minus 3. Beta to the power 8 common, beta square minus 3. Now make use of these relations. So from this, root means alpha, substitute here, beta substitute here. These two equations, yesterday we have done. Alpha square minus 3 is what? 5 alpha. Beta square minus 3 is what? 5 beta. This is 5 alpha. This is 5 beta. Now take 5 common. These both will get cancelled. 5. Like that, whenever the higher powers are there, you have to make use of these relations, such that without calculating those, you can easily calculate that one. This is method 1. I will tell another method. Because 2 different approaches will be there. Method 1, whenever the higher powers are there, just make use of this to simplify this one. Method 1, this is. I will tell another method of how to approach the problem. We will see another method of solving the problem. If you have any problem in noting down, just make a gap of that. My YouTube link will be there. You can fill if any. Okay, na? If any. Suppose this step you are unable to write, make a gap over there such that you see my YouTube link and then fill up that gap. No problem. So look at another approach is method 2. Method 2. Look at this is also very creative method. In method 2, what we will do is alpha is a root. Alpha is a root. First equation. Beta is a root. Second equation. Beta is a root. Second equation. Look at. So now what he is asking, what he is asking is power 10. So what you want is alpha to the power, again I am writing, beta to the power 10 minus 3 alpha to the power 8 plus beta to the power 8 divided by alpha to the power 9 divided this. Now highest power you take, alpha to the power 10 is there. Now this equation is there. Here alpha to the power 10 you have to get. That means both sides multiply with alpha to the power 8. You have to get 10. That means multiply with alpha to the power 8, 2 into beta to the power 8. Such that then only you get alpha to the power 10. So if you multiply this, alpha to the power 8 into alpha square minus alpha. So this side will be 0. That implies what is the equation? You will get alpha to the power 10 minus 5 alpha to the power 9 minus 3 alpha to the power 8 equal to 0. Equal to 0. Let us say this is the third equation. After multiplying, you got the equation. Let us say that is third equation. 2 into beta to the power 8. Implies beta to the power, beta square. So beta to the power 10 minus 5 beta to the power 9 minus 3 beta to the power 8 equal to 0. Let us say this is fourth equation. Now from the question, it is clear that you want sum of these two. Look at this plus this. That gives the idea that you want sum. That means adding 3 plus 4. Add 3 plus 4 and then add first term plus first term like that. Alpha to the power 10 plus beta to the power 10. This plus this minus 5 common. Alpha to the power 9 plus beta to the power 9. This plus this minus 3 common. Alpha to the power 8 plus beta to the power 8 equal to 0. Right? Now this is what A10 minus 5A9 minus 3A8 equal to 0. That means you got directly the answer. A10 minus 3A8 equal to 5A9. That means A10 minus 3A8 divided by A9. This is what 5. Same answer you got. This is another approach, right? In this approach, we will take these relations and whatever the highest power is there, that you have to get means this multiplied by 8. This equation 1 you got, and then this multiplied by beta to the power 8. This equation you got. Now it comes to an idea that you want sum. That's why add these two equations. This plus this. So this plus this means minus 5 into this. This plus this means minus 3 into this. Directly you got A10 minus 5 A9 minus 3 A8. This bring that side, you'll get the answer. That is the answer. This is another approach. Okay. So both approaches you can do. These two equations you add or subtract accordingly. This one. Suppose here minus is there. We will subtract. Here addition is there. That's why we have added 3 and 4. Like that, another approach. So this is asked in IIT. Like that, on simple basic only. Look at, you know. So we will see another model. Suppose same problem. Look at same problem. I will modify the data. Same problem can be asked like this. Let us say, look at, I modify. Let alpha beta be roots of same equation. Let us say an equal to alpha to the power n minus beta to the power n. N greater than or equal to 1. Then what I want the value is A15, A11 minus 5A10. 5A10 divided by A9 equal to dash. This is what I want. You know. So now clearly, so these two are the same, equation is same. So now for this problem, what we want, first we will analysis. Alpha to the power 11 minus beta to the power 11 minus 5 into alpha to the power 10 minus beta to the power 10 divided by alpha to the power 9 minus beta to the power 9. Okay, now our approach will be taking these two equations same. These two equations are same. 1 multiplied by highest power is 11. So alpha to the power 9. Second approach I am taking. First approach you do on your own. 9. So first equation will become, if you multiply with alpha to the power 9, you will get alpha to the power 11 minus 5 alpha to the power 10 minus 3 alpha to the power 9 equal to 0. Let us say third equation. Next, multiply this with beta to the power 9. You will get beta to the power 11 minus 5 beta to the power 10 minus 3 beta to the power 9 equal to 0. Let us take fourth equation. Now look at, have an idea about this one, how it is difference. Difference means 3 minus 4. This minus this. Look at. First terms difference. This minus 5 take common. Alpha to the power 10 minus beta to the power 10. This minus 3 take common. Equal to 0. Now look at, this is what A11 minus 5. This is what A10 minus 3 into this is what A9. What is our required one? A11 minus 5 A10. The remaining bring to RHS. So A11 minus 5 A10 divided by A9 equal to 3. Look at how easy. If we got the approach, problem will become easy. If you see at higher powers and you got fear, then you are unable to do. So just proper approach, if you take this problem we have done, like that number of problems will be there. Whenever higher power is there, make use of the relation and then multiply, or otherwise first approach in the problem. Like that, these type of questions are asked 2 times in IIT, even in mains also. Next problem. Next. Look at next problem. If alpha comma beta are roots of x square plus 1 equal to 0 and gamma comma delta are roots of x square plus 5x plus 1 equal to 0. Find the value of alpha minus gamma into beta minus gamma, alpha plus delta into beta plus delta. That symbol is delta. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. You know, that four product you have to calculate. By looking at the four products, laborious multiplication completely. Four products means that is laborious multiplication if you do. So first step is these are the roots. First step everybody will write is alpha plus beta is what? Minus 4. Everybody must write first step conveniently. Alpha beta equal to 1 because this is regarding this one. Gamma plus delta is nothing but minus 5. Gamma delta is nothing but 1. Everybody will write this one, no problem at all. Now what I am doing is in this, first I am taking these two, because this gamma is common. Obviously, I will select these two because gamma is common. I will select these two and I will multiply. Look at alpha beta minus alpha gamma minus gamma beta plus gamma square. Gamma square. Now look at alpha into beta, 1 minus of alpha plus beta into gamma. Take common gamma square. Right? So now 1 plus minus of minus 4. Alpha plus beta is minus 4. Gamma square. Gamma square. So this is the one. So now this is a quad gamma square plus 4 gamma plus 1. Now you must get the idea that gamma is the root of this equation. You can further simplify that one. Gamma is the root of which equation? You can say that gamma square. For further simplification, you can make use of this result. That means gamma square equal to minus 5 gamma minus 1. So this will be further simplified to. So 1 cancel. So what is this one? Minus gamma. Okay, this expression has converted into minus gamma, simple one, minus gamma. So similarly, we will take the other two. Alpha beta plus alpha delta plus delta beta plus delta square, right? So alpha beta value again, plus alpha plus beta into delta plus delta square. What is alpha plus beta again? So now completely in delta you got. Now delta is also root of this equation. So therefore, what is the relation? Delta square plus 5 delta plus 1 equal to 0. Now you can write delta square equal to minus 5 delta minus 1. So 1 gets cancelled. So this is what? Minus 9 delta. So this is simplified to this one if you use this relation. So therefore, complete 4 product. Now we will product. Therefore, our required one, beta minus gamma into alpha plus delta into beta plus delta equals to, what is that one? Minus gamma, these two product, and minus 9 delta. So this is nothing but 9 gamma delta. 9 gamma delta. Gamma delta is what? 1. So therefore 9 into 1, this is what? Numerical answer 9. That is the answer. Like that your approach must be. After multiplying this, you have identified in gamma square, use this relation. It will be simplified to minus gamma. After multiplying this, you observe that it is in delta. Use this relation, delta is a root, and then both multiply. It will become easy. If you multiply all the 4, it will be laborious to do. Of course, you may get the problem, but it will be laborious. Like that, these type of relations. Another type of approach we will see. Look at another problem. If ratio of roots of x square plus px plus q equal to 0, are equal to ratio of roots of x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Find the condition. So ratio of roots of both equations are same. Look at ratio of roots of x square plus px plus q equal to 0. For x square plus px plus q equal to 0, let us say roots are alpha comma beta. Let us say roots are alpha comma beta. Therefore, what are the relations? alpha plus beta equal to minus P. Alpha into beta is what? Q. Alpha into beta is what? Q. These are the relations between the roots. Suppose this equation, x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Let us say gamma comma delta. Let us say roots of this one are gamma comma delta. So therefore, what is the sum of the roots? Gamma plus delta equals to minus b gamma into delta equal to c. So first write the relation between the roots. Now given that ratio is same. Ratio is same means alpha by beta equal to gamma by delta. Gamma by delta. This ratio is same given. Now look at, everybody knows componendo and dividendo. Componendo and dividendo means what? If A by B equal to C by D implies A plus B divided by A minus B equal to C plus D divided by C minus D. This is called componendo and dividendo. Componendo and dividendo. Whenever the ratios are same, apply, because you know the sum alpha plus beta, you know gamma plus delta, you know. That means this is A by B equal to C by D. A plus B alpha plus beta divided by A minus B equal to gamma plus delta divided by gamma minus delta. So A by B equals C by D implies A plus B divided by A minus B equals to C plus D divided by C minus D. Now what I am doing is cross multiplying alpha plus beta into gamma minus delta equal to alpha minus beta into gamma plus delta. Gamma plus delta. This already you know, alpha plus beta you know, gamma plus delta you know. This you have to calculate. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides such that you will get this also. Alpha plus beta whole square into gamma minus delta whole square equal to alpha minus beta whole square into gamma plus delta whole square. Look at alpha plus beta, you know. Alpha plus beta is what? Minus P. This square means P square into, look at, you know gamma plus delta and gamma delta. A minus B whole square can be written as A plus B whole square minus 4AB, such that you can make use of this. So alpha minus beta whole square. Now this is what gamma plus delta whole square means. B square. This B square I have written here. Alpha minus beta whole square can be written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. Now you can substitute this one P square into gamma plus delta whole square. B square minus 4C equal to B square into alpha plus beta whole square. P square minus 4Q. You know, gamma plus delta whole square is B square minus 4C equal to B square into alpha plus beta whole square, P square minus 4Q. Now multiply this. P square B square minus 4C P square equal to B square P square minus 4B square Q. Now look at P square B square will get cancelled. And minus 4 will get cancelled. That means you will get the relation CP square equal to B square Q. This is the relation. That means P square by B square equal to Q by C. This is the relation. This is the condition. Understood now? Whenever the ratios are same, whenever you got, in all the chapters you will use, whenever the ratios are same, A by B equal to C by D, then apply componendo and dividendo. How you will get the idea? Because you know the sum, alpha plus beta, you know, gamma plus delta, you know. If you write the componendo and dividendo, you will get the known one, alpha plus beta, gamma plus delta. That's why you must get the idea, because sum you know, product you know. That's why componendo and dividendo. Then in all the chapters we will use a componendo and dividendo. Another problem. Look at whenever the difference is there, if you know, why I have squared, because this is usually easily you can calculate like this. That's why squared on both sides. Next problem. Look at next problem. If alpha comma beta are roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, given that a not equal to 0, and alpha plus k comma beta plus k are roots of px square plus qx plus r equal to 0, given that p not equal. Why he will give me this is quadratic. If a equal to 0, it will not be quadratic. Similarly, if p equal to 0, it will not be quadratic expression. Then what he is asking is question q square minus 4pr divided by b square minus 4ac value equals to, look at the options, p square by a square. Second option, third option, q square by b square. Fourth option, b square divided by q square. Look at the problem. First step in solving IIT problem is don't get fear with the problem by seeing the length. Now nothing is there in the length. Okay. First we will get fear by looking at the length of the problem. Don't look at the length by taking the scale. Easy problem also will be given as essay to scare you. Look at. Now look at. So alpha, beta are roots of this equation. So first equation, look at the approach. Alpha, beta are given. Okay, alpha plus beta is what? Minus b by a. Alpha, beta is what? C by a. Okay, relation between the roots. So now for px square, qx plus r equal to 0 given. Now look at roots are given alpha plus k comma beta plus k. Same k is there here. Okay, the same k, whatever it is there for this roots. So for this alpha comma beta roots, for this alpha comma beta, this plus k is there, this plus k is there. Roots of this are alpha plus k comma beta plus k. You can observe that difference of these two is what alpha minus beta. Difference of these two is what alpha minus beta. That means difference is same. What I am doing is let gamma equal to alpha plus k. I am taking gamma, this one, delta equal to beta plus k. For convenience, I am taking this alpha plus k as gamma. So this beta plus k as delta for convenience. Okay, now therefore, gamma comma delta, as these are the roots, gamma comma delta are roots of px square. This means gamma, this means delta. So therefore, gamma comma delta. Now I am writing. So what is gamma plus delta? What is gamma plus delta? This is nothing but minus q divided by p. What is gamma delta? What is gamma delta? R divided by p. R divided by p. Okay, now you can observe that gamma minus delta. I am calculating gamma minus delta. This minus this is same as k will get cancelled. You can observe that gamma minus delta is alpha minus beta. That means difference of roots of this equation and difference of roots of this equation are same. Now you know the relation between gamma delta, gamma into delta, alpha plus beta, alpha beta, squaring on both sides. Squaring both sides. So gamma minus delta whole square equal to alpha minus beta whole square. Alpha minus beta whole square. Gamma minus delta whole square is nothing but a plus b whole square minus 4ab equals to alpha minus beta whole square is what? Alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. A minus b whole square is nothing but a plus b whole square minus 4ab. So gamma plus delta value, you know, gamma plus delta is what? That square. That means q square divided by p square minus 4 into r divided by p. That value alpha plus beta whole square is nothing but this square minus 4 into alpha beta is nothing but c divided by a. Now left hand side I am taking LCM. Left hand side I am taking LCM. So therefore what you will get, q square minus 4pr equals to b square minus 4ac divided by a square. What he is asking, look at what he is asking. So this divide by this, that implies bring this side q square minus 4pr, bring this side and then this side, divided by b square minus 4ac equals to this p square, that side, p square divided by a square. This is the answer. P square divided by a square. That is the answer. Okay. Look at, I will explain once again. For this roots are alpha, beta relations are there. For this roots are given alpha plus k, beta plus k. I have taken for convenience, this is gamma, this is delta, okay, for convenience. So therefore, as these are the roots, gamma comma delta are roots of this equation. Now written the relation, gamma plus delta is this one, gamma into delta is this one. Now I have taken gamma minus delta because k will get cancelled. So gamma minus delta is what? Alpha minus beta. So squaring on both sides. This a minus b whole square I have written. This a plus b whole square minus 4ab. This side also a plus b whole square minus 4ab. Now you know gamma plus delta and gamma delta substituted and taken LCM. Then you will get the desired result. You can, what the concept you have to observe is, look at here in the problem. These two are given. Difference is what? Alpha minus beta. That means here the main concept in the problem is difference of roots of this equation is nothing but equal to difference of roots of this equation. That's why I have taken gamma delta and done gamma minus delta, because these two are equal. You can square on both sides and then you can make use of these relations. You know? We will go to the next concept. Next concept. You know? We will go to the next concept. This is the relation between the roots. Till now, whatever we have done the problems is regarding the relation between the roots. Look at next concept. Look at concept of factors of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Concept of factors. Suppose let us say, let x equal to alpha, comma x equal to beta be roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Let us say roots of this equation are ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is root means one factor of ax square plus bx plus c. Therefore, x minus alpha. If x equal to alpha is a root means x minus alpha is a factor of this expression. Because if you substitute x equal to alpha, this will become 0. That means there will be no remainder. That means x minus alpha is a factor of ax square plus bx plus c. Whenever the root is there, it will become a factor of that. So similarly, x minus beta is a factor of ax. This expression, this is a factor. Now look at how it will be the factor. I will prove that. Look at how it is a factor. We'll prove it. Look at alpha, beta are roots. Therefore, alpha plus beta is what? Minus b by a. Alpha, beta is what? C by a. These are the relations you know. These are the relations you know. Look at. Now I am taking the expression. I have to prove that two factors are x minus alpha and x minus beta. Now in this, what I am doing is A I am taking common. A I am taking common. X square plus B by A into X plus C by A. A I have taken common. That's why divided by A divided by A. Okay now. So now B by A, look at A into X square. B by A is nothing but minus of alpha plus beta. Minus of alpha plus beta plus this is what C by A means what? Alpha into beta. Alpha into beta. Now look at A into, so this multiply x square minus alpha x minus beta x plus alpha beta. You know, just I have multiplied with x. Now look at, in these two I am taking x common. In these two I am taking x common, just factorization. Minus in this I am taking beta common. So x minus alpha. Okay, na? Now in these two I am taking x minus alpha common. In these two I am taking x minus alpha common. This. So therefore, what you got? Ax square plus bx plus c is nothing but I have factorized into 2. Okay. You got two factors. For this expression, what are the factors? One factor is x minus 1 and another factor is what? X minus beta. That is what I told. If alpha comma beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, then x minus alpha is a factor of ax square plus bx plus c. This is one factor. And x minus beta is a factor of ax square plus bx plus c. This is one factor. Like that, if two roots are there, that means there will be two factors for ax square plus bx plus c. And this expression can be written if alpha comma beta are roots of ax square plus bx plus c. Look at, I will conclude the theorem. If alpha comma beta are roots of, the final point you have to remember is then the expression can be written as this can be written a into, a means coefficient of x square, this a into x minus alpha into x minus beta. If alpha comma beta are roots of this equation, then ax square plus bx plus c can be written as coefficient of x square a into one factor is x minus alpha and another factor is x minus beta. So this is the factor concept. Whenever one root is there, alpha, then x minus alpha will be a factor. Whenever another root beta is there, then x minus beta will be a factor. Look at them. Applications we will see on this. Applications. This we will do in regular method. This we look at, suppose simple 2x square plus x minus 3 equal to 0. This is the quadratic expression. Okay, now this is the quadratic equation. Without finding the root, suppose you want to factorize this one. You know? So 2 into minus 3 is there. 2 into minus 3. How it can be written? How it can be written? Plus 1 is there. We will write 3 here. Minus 2. We'll factorize like that. Okay, now this we will write it as 2x square plus 2x square plus 3x minus 2x 3 equal to 0. Like this. X can be written as 3x minus 2x. X into 2x plus 3 minus 1 into equal to 0. So we will take 2x plus 3 common. Equal to 0. That means what you will get the roots. If this equal to 0, you will get minus 3 by 2. So if this equal to 0, you will get what? X equal to 1. Just this quadratic expression is there. We have factorized into two terms. Here also factors are like this. X minus alpha is one factor. For this expression, these are the two factors. Okay, now this expression is factorized into two factors. That's what I have written here. Ax square plus bx plus c is also two factors are there. Like this, two factors are there. Similarly, for this expression also, two factors will be there. This is factorization method of finding the roots. Now, how the problem will be asked on this factor, we will see. Okay, how the problems will be asked. That means whenever if you factorize the quadratic expression like this, you will get the roots. If numbers are there, you can easily factorize by taking like this factors. Look at one problem, you will easily understand. Let P comma Q. What the problem is? Let P comma Q be roots of one equation is given. X minus R into X minus S plus C equal to 0. Let P comma Q be roots of X minus R into X minus S plus C equal to 0 given. Given that C not equal to 0. C not equal to 0. Then find roots of the equation X minus P into X minus Q minus C equal to 0. Look at the question. Given that P comma Q are roots of this equation, you have to find roots. Given that P comma Q are roots of this equation, we have to find the roots of the equation X minus P into X minus Q minus C equal to 0. Look at P comma Q are roots of the equation. Which equation? X minus R into X minus S plus C equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation. This is if you multiply, you will get a quadratic equation. So left hand side one is what? Ax square plus bx plus c. It will be in the form ax square plus bx plus c. Therefore, as p is a root, therefore x minus p comma, as these are the roots, are factors. These are the roots alpha, beta. That means x minus alpha, x minus beta are factors. What is the quadratic expression? This is the quadratic expression. Yeah. This is the quadratic expression. These two are the factors of this expression. This left hand side one is ax, just like this, ax square plus bx plus c. Therefore, these are the factors. Therefore, if factors, you know how you can write this one? Plus c equals to, this is one factor, x minus alpha into x minus beta. Previously a is there. A is here. If we multiply x into x square. Before that, a is what? 1 into. In the previous theorem, a into x minus alpha into x minus beta I told. Here in this, a is what? If we multiply with x square, 1 into x square, you will get that a is 1. That means this can be written as x minus p into x minus q. Because these two are the factors, this expression can be written as x minus p into x minus q. That means, look at this expression is there. C, bring that side. Minus c is equivalent to x minus r into x minus s. Therefore, look at this one. This is equal to 0. He is asking to find the roots of this equation. This expression is nothing but x minus r into. So what are the roots? You got x equal to r comma x equal to s. Therefore, roots are r comma s. So that means for this equation, roots are what? Answer r comma s. Look at, I will explain once again. Look at p comma q, roots of this equation given. Roots of this equation given. That means this is a quadratic expression. Therefore, x minus p and x minus q are factors of this expression. So this expression can be written as product of two factors. This equals to a. A means coefficient of x square. If you multiply, no need to multiply. X into x is there. Before that, 1. 1 into x minus p into x minus q. These are two factors. So after writing this one, you can conclude that bring minus c that side. This minus c equals to what? You will get x minus r into x minus s. Now he is asking the roots of this equation. This you have to solve. This expression is equal to what? From the previous one. X minus r into x minus s equal to 0. So you will get the roots r comma s. Like that factorization concept. Whenever the roots are given, take that expression as product of two factors. Look at next problem. Next problem. If alpha comma beta are roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, comma c not equal to a comma b comma c belongs to R, comma a not equal to 0. This will always be given because this must be not equal to 0 for quadratic expression. Find the roots of, look at what he is asking is, find the roots of a power 4x square minus ac into b square minus 2ac into x plus c power 4 equal to 0 in terms of alpha comma beta. In terms of alpha comma beta. Look at alpha comma beta are roots of this equation given. You have to find, there will be two roots here. You have to find roots of this equation in terms of alpha, beta. Look at how to approach with this problem. One approach will be directly solving. Directly solving means x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. But this is longer expression. This is longer expression. If you solve like that, it will be laborious finding the roots directly. So as that is laborious, suppose this expression is there. If we factorize this one, suppose previously one example given, I have 2x square plus x minus 3 equal to 0. Instead of solving x equal to minus b plus or minus, what we have done, we have factorized this one. We have factorized this one like that. If you factorize this one, it will be easy to find the roots. Look at how to factorize. Given that alpha comma beta are roots of ax square, alpha comma beta are roots of this equation. So therefore alpha plus beta, this relation is there. These relations are important in every problem. This is what you can say, that alpha plus beta is minus b by a, alpha beta is c by a. Now look at, I want to factorize this one. Okay. I want to factorize this one. What I am doing is, this equation, both sides I am dividing with coefficient of x square. Look at, divided by a power 4. This x square is there, a power 4 is there. Both sides I am dividing with, make that 1 for convenience. Okay, now both sides I have divided with a power 4. Now what is the equation you will get? This divided by a power 4. This divided by a power 4 x square. A power 4 will get cancelled, minus AC divided by a power 4. A will get cancelled. C by a cube into x, right? So AC, this completely divided by a power 4. That means this you will get a cube plus c power 4 divided by a power 4. 0 by anything is what? 0. You know, just for convenience, I have divided with coefficient of x square. Now look at what I am doing is here 1a with this one. Look at, now I want to write this in terms of alpha beta. C by a is what? Alpha beta. Now what I am doing is c by a into a square I am bringing to the inner one. I can write like this, no problem, plus, because I want to write this as alpha into beta. These completely in terms of alpha beta you have to write. So this is written as c by a into c by a to the power 4 equal to 0. C by a to the power 4 equal to 0. Now this completely in terms of a, b, c is there. I want to convert into alpha beta. X square minus what is c by a? Alpha beta. This is alpha beta. Now I am adjusting the terms. This is b, this divided by this, b by a whole square, minus this divided by this, 2c divided by a into x. Now this is what? Alpha beta. I already got that one. Right? So now again, b by a I can write alpha beta. B by a. B by a is nothing but b by a whole square. Squaring on both sides, you will get alpha plus beta whole square. If you square this one, b by a whole square is nothing but alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 into c by a alpha beta into x plus alpha to the power 4 beta to the power 4 equal to 0. What my main aim is to factorize this one. Now look at this expression. Alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta. That means you will get x square minus alpha beta into this 2 alpha beta will get cancelled. So therefore alpha square plus beta square into x plus alpha to the power 4 beta to the power 4 equal to 0. Now look at, I want to factorize this one. X square multiplying inside alpha cube beta. Look at this into this alpha cube beta plus alpha beta into beta square. Alpha beta cube x plus alpha to the power 4 beta to the power 4 equal to 0. Now I am multiplying with x. X square minus alpha cube beta x minus alpha beta cube x plus alpha to the power 4 beta to the power 4 equal to 0. I have multiplied with x. Now in these two, what I have, what I can take common? What I can take common? X I can take common. X into x minus alpha cube beta. Okay, na? So now look at these two terms. What I can take common? What I can take common is alpha into minus alpha beta cube. I can take common. So minus alpha beta cube into. So here x will come minus 1 alpha I have taken common, beta cube I have taken common. So you will get alpha cube beta equal to 0. Okay, in these two I have taken x common, x minus alpha cube beta. In these two I have taken common is what? 1 alpha is there, beta cube is there, minus alpha beta cube I have taken common. Here x you will get minus 1 alpha I have taken common, so you will get alpha cube, beta cube I have taken common, you will get beta. Now this is common in both. X minus alpha cube beta into x minus alpha beta cube. Now look at, I have factorized. First one is what? This is the one. I have factorized this one to x minus alpha cube beta into x minus alpha beta cube equal to 0. Therefore, x values are what? Alpha cube beta. And another x value is what? Alpha beta cube. Therefore, roots are, what are the roots? Alpha cube beta comma. So roots of the required equation are alpha cube beta and alpha beta cube. Why are the roots? Because they are the factors. This equal 0 means x equal this one, x equal this one. Like that, for these type of problems, if you factorize this one, it will become easy. Look at, I will explain once again. He has given roots of this are alpha, beta. You have to find the equation. We have to find the roots of this equation. For these type of problems, try to factorize this one as product of two factors like that. For that, what I have done is, first I have written the relation between the roots of this. Till here, no problem. So for this equation, whatever the coefficient of x square is there, a power 4, I have divided on both sides. Because it will be convenient for me if I make this as 1. While factorizing, if I make this as 1, it will be convenient. Divide by a power 4, divide by a power 4. Now splitted. This a power x square divided by a power 4. That means it will get cancelled. 1 into x square. This complete divided by a power 4. That means 1a will get cancelled. C is here. A cube, this term will be same, into x plus this divided by this is what? C power 4 divided by a power 4 equal to 0. So x square. This I have readjusted. 1a here, c by a into a square. I have brought it to the bracket, inside the bracket. Divided by a square is there, x. This I have written as c by a to the power 4. My target is to write this in terms of alpha, beta. Okay, now x square. C by a, you know, c by a is what? Alpha, beta. Into this I have adjusted. B by a whole square minus this divided by this is what? 2c divided by a into x. C by a is what? Alpha, beta whole power 4. You know. Now x square, this is alpha, beta. B by a whole square is nothing but minus of alpha plus beta. Minus of alpha plus beta whole square is nothing but alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta into x plus this is alpha to the power 4, beta to the power 4. Now this is alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta. 2 alpha beta will get cancelled. So this you will get x square minus alpha beta into this is nothing but alpha square plus beta square into x plus alpha to the power 4, beta to the power 4 equal to 0. X square, multiply this inside. Alpha beta into alpha square, alpha cube beta into beta square, alpha beta cube into x plus this one. Alpha to the power 4, beta to the power 4. Now this I have multiplied with x square minus alpha cube beta into x minus alpha beta cube into x plus alpha to the power 4, beta to the power 4 equal to 0. Okay, now in these two I have taken x common, x minus alpha cube beta. In these two, what is common? One alpha is common and beta cube is common and minus is common. So minus alpha beta cube I have taken common. So here you will get x minus, here one alpha is taken common, alpha cube will be remaining. Beta cube I have taken common, beta will be remaining. In these two, again one factor is common. X minus alpha cube beta is common. You will get x minus alpha beta cube equal to 0. Now this is factorized into x minus this, x minus this. So therefore roots are alpha cube beta and alpha beta cube. Like that, by factorizing, you can find the roots. These type of problems. Okay. Next concept. ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. One quadratic expression is there. So factors of this is nothing but a into this is equal to x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0. Let look at let has roots. Let us say this equation has roots alpha beta. Let us say this equation has roots alpha beta. So this can be factorized like this: a into x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0. Therefore, x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0. That means this I am multiplying. X square, then look at x into x minus beta, x square minus beta x. Look at with alpha I am multiplying minus alpha x plus alpha beta equal to 0. That means you can write the equation as x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta equal to 0. This is the equation whose roots are alpha and beta. This is the equation whose roots are alpha and beta. That means if the roots are known till now, if the equation is known, you are finding the roots. If alpha beta are known, if roots are known, then the equation is this one. Look at the equation, the quadratic equation whose roots are suppose roots are given alpha comma beta is x square minus of alpha plus beta into x, or otherwise you can simply remember like this: x square minus sum of the roots into x plus p equal to 0. This is the master equation where s is sum of the roots. Product of the roots. That means for the quadratic equation whose roots are given as alpha beta. You have to write the quadratic equation. Your equation will be x square minus s into x plus p equal to 0. S is nothing but sum of the roots. P is nothing but product of the roots. Okay. Suppose take an example. Find QE means quadratic equation. Whose roots are 7 comma minus 2. 7 comma minus 2. So roots are given like this. If equation is given, we will find the roots. But roots are given. If roots are given, how to find the equation? Sum of the roots. S equals to these roots are there. 7 minus 2. That is what? 5. Product of the roots. 7 into minus 2. This is what? Minus 14. Therefore, required quadratic equation is x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. So therefore x square minus 5x minus 14 equal to 0. Okay, now this is the equation whose roots are 7 and minus 2. You again factorize this one, you will get the root 7 and minus 2 only. That means this equation we will use if the roots are given in the question. First we will find the sum of the roots and then product of the roots, and then your equation will be x square minus sx plus p equal to 0. This concept we will use when the roots are given. Problems will be like this: find the equation whose roots are. Your answer will be x square minus sx plus p equal to 0. First find sum of the roots and then product of the roots, and then write the equation as x square minus sx plus p equal to 0. Look at the model of problems in this concept. Look at them. Problem will be given like this: let alpha comma beta, listen carefully, be roots of, let alpha comma beta be roots of an equation given. Find the quadratic equation. First question. Find the quadratic, QE means quadratic equation, whose roots are, look at alpha by beta comma beta by alpha. Look at alpha beta are roots of this. For this equation, roots are alpha beta. Okay, now you have to find the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha by beta and beta by alpha. Now he is asking the quadratic equation whose roots are this and this. Now from the given condition, as alpha comma beta are roots of, you can find the relation. Alpha plus beta is what? Alpha plus beta is 1, alpha beta is what? Minus 3. So now I am finding the quadratic equation. Different equation, this roots are this one, not these. Okay, now you have to find the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha by beta. This. Now first what I have to find? Sum of the roots. Yes, this is one root, this is one root. What is the sum? That value I have to calculate. This value I have to calculate product of the roots. This value, this is 1. So this S value, this you know how to calculate. Alpha beta is the LCM. Okay, no? So you will get alpha square plus beta square. This value is nothing but alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta divided by alpha beta. That S value you have to calculate. By using these relation between the roots, you have to calculate this one. This we have done number of problems. So alpha plus beta whole square 1 minus 2 into minus 3 divided by alpha beta is what? Minus 3. So 1 plus 6, 7 by minus 3. So that means sum of the roots is what? Sum of these two roots, not these roots. You have, because you have to find the quadratic equation whose roots are, you have to find sum this one. So S means sum. S is what? Therefore, so required equation is nothing but x square minus sx plus p equal to 0. That means x square minus of minus 7 by 3 into x plus 1 equal to 0. So that means what is the required equation? 7 by 3 into x plus 1 equal to 0. If we take the LCM divided by 3, 3x square plus 7x plus 3 equal to 0. That means for this equation, roots will be alpha by beta, comma, beta by alpha. Look at, I will explain once again. Alpha, beta are the roots of this equation given. This will be given for writing the relations. These relations, you know. You have to find the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha by beta and beta by alpha. So whenever the roots are there, you find sum. These relations are there. This value you have to calculate by using this relation. If you take LCM, you will get asked this alpha square plus beta square divided by alpha beta. This value is calculated like this. So therefore S is what? Minus 7 by 3. Product directly you got. This into this is what? 1. So therefore S you know, product you know. S means sum of these two roots. P means product of these two roots. What is the equation? X square minus sum of the roots into x plus product equal to 0. Just you substitute these values. You will get one equation. For this equation, roots will be alpha by beta and beta by alpha. One more problem. Last problem. Don't go away. I will tell one more problem. Look at. Find the quadratic equation whose roots are. Look at. I am telling one more problem. Alpha plus 2 beta, comma 2 alpha plus beta. Let alpha beta be roots of x square minus x minus 3 equal to 0. Find the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha plus 2 beta, comma 2 alpha plus beta. Now look at. So alpha beta are roots. Same question. Alpha plus beta is this. Alpha beta is this. So you have to find the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha plus 2 beta, comma 2 alpha plus beta. Now I will calculate what is S. S is nothing but sum of the roots, sum of these two roots. Plus beta. This is nothing but 3 alpha plus 3 beta. That sum easily you can calculate. 3 into alpha plus beta. 3 into alpha plus beta means 3 into 1. That means 3. You can easily calculate. So yes, you got 3. So product means product of these two. So now multiply this alpha into 2 alpha square plus alpha beta plus 2 beta into 2 alpha, 4 alpha beta plus 2 beta into beta, 2 beta square. This value you have to calculate. That means 2 into alpha square plus beta square plus 4 alpha, look at 5 alpha beta. Look at alpha square plus beta square can be calculated in this manner. Alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta plus 5 alpha beta. Substitute the values. 2 into this is what? Square means alpha plus beta whole square means 1 minus 2 into minus 3. 2 into minus 2 into minus 3 means 6. So 5 into minus 3 means minus 15. Look at this is 1. Minus 2 into minus 3, 6. 5 into minus 3, that means 2 into 7. 14 minus 15, minus 1. So therefore P is what? Minus 1. Therefore required equation Required equation is what? X square minus Sx plus P equal to 0. So therefore x square minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. Like that. You know? Okay, now. I will send notes and assignment on these concepts from in the study hour. You try to solve these concepts.